Hi there, this is Deepak, and today I have made this video just to show you that why your SEO can get you the results. You might be thinking of hiring a SEO, or maybe you have already used a SEO in the past or using someone presently, but you might be frustrated. Why do you just not getting the results? So I'll just clarify why exactly this is happening right now. Because Google has made a lot of updates, and what used to work earlier is just not working anymore. In fact, I can say with guarantee that the techniques that used to rank a website in the past, those very same techniques, Google is penalizing websites for using those same techniques. And just see why. Okay, so learn why exactly you can't get results using most SEOs these days and how we beat them hands down. Okay. So what are the main common mistakes made by most of the SEOs? Mistakes made by most SEOs. Mistake number 1, targeting the wrong domain. Now hardly anyone talk about this and know about this. You just can't rank a wrong domain. I'll just get into this in detail, that which domains can't be ranked. Okay. Number 2, targeting the wrong keyword. If you are targeting the wrong keyword, you are just not going to rank. It's as simple as that. Number 3, over optimization. This is the number 1 mistake made by most of the SEOs these days, and that's why they are getting the websites penalized, and no matter what you try, you are just not going to rank if you have an over optimized website. Number 4, not knowing or not doing enough about the 4 vital signals Google looks for, and I will get into this in details in my next slides. Okay, so I'm not sure whether you know this. I'm sure, in fact, 95% of you don't have a clue about this, that not all websites can be ranked in Google right now. Now the state of things in Google is as such right now that you just can't take any website and rank it. Okay, so not all websites can be ranked in Google, and you must understand this. A pre-study of the domain to check if it is a clean is a must. That is, it must be a clean domain if you want to get it ranked. If it has a bad past SEO history with Google, it is just not going to rank. I can guarantee it's just not going to rank, irrespective of how good your SEO is. So first you should make this clear that your domain is clean. Okay, and obviously most SEOs don't have a clue about this, how to check that a domain is clean or not. So when now you come to keyword research. Okay, this is the mistake number 2 made by this is the most common mistake made by most of the search engine optimizers, that is targeting the wrong keywords. Most SEOs are getting this wrong. I should stress this, that most SEOs are definitely getting this wrong, because if you do your keyword research wrong, no matter how good your SEO is, you are not going to rank. It's as simple as that. In fact, I can say with guarantee, in this step alone, we are able to beat more than half the competition, since we are also targeting keywords that they are not aware of. Now, how we do this? See, most SEOs use the normal Google keyword tools and other keyword tools that everyone in the earth is doing. So what happens? All the SEOs and all the webmasters in a single niche are going after the same set of keywords, and that's why the competition is immense, and they are just not going to rank that easily. Okay, now what we do, we search manually for a lot of keywords, and this way, by searching manually for some keywords, we can also get to find some hidden keywords, hidden gold mine of keywords that most SEOs are just not targeting. So we can beat half the competition in this stage itself. Now here comes the next part, on-page optimization versus turbo on-page optimization. Now what is this? On-page optimization, this is what all SEO talk about, making your site clear. It shouldn't have any error, it should be on-page optimized, it should have keyword in the title, in the content, in the H1 tag, all tags and all that. But these techniques used to work in the past. It's not enough to get you ranked right now. Now let me clarify. What we do is not on-page optimization, but turbo on-page optimization. Now let me explain. We can turbocharge a site to make it so powerful that it could simply go and dominate the search engines. Google has evolved a lot over time, and it looks at hundreds of factors to determine if a site is good enough to be ranking high for a particular keyword. Again, most normal SEOs are getting this wrong because they don't have any clue. Most SEOs tend to just optimize a website for the main keyword they want to target, or the keyword their client tell them to target, and this is the mistake they do, since this used to work earlier but not anymore. You just can't rank a website like that anymore. It used to work in previous years, but no more now. Google is very advanced. Its algorithm is very much updated and very advanced, and these things alone is not going to rank. Earlier a website could have been ranked by using some social signals, off-page links and on-page optimization, but right now it's not that easy. It is very more complicated, much more complicated than before. Okay, so let's come to what are the vital signals that Google actually is looking for today in order to rank web pages. Now again, most of the SEOs don't have a clue about most of these things. The 4 vital signals Google looks for. Google considers these 4 important signals to rank pages right now. These are obviously apart from the normal on-page factors related to keywords. Google is looking at the following important factors right now. Now what are these? Number 1, over optimization. Number 2, time on site and engagement rank. Number 3, click-throughs and bounce rates. Number 4, user friendliness and site structure. Now let me come to these one by one. Now over optimization, again, number 1 mistake made by most of the SEOs today is over optimization. Now whether the site is over optimized or not, sorry, I want to say that if a site is over optimized, if it is over optimized, there is no chance to rank in page 1 at all. We make sure that it is not over optimized, and obviously not many SEOs know about this. Number 2, time on site and engagement rank. Now what Google looks at, how much time an average visitor spends on his site. The more the better. See, these are the quality signals Google is looking at right now. Okay, so it's not that easy. It's not a child's SEO is not a child's play like before, that you just get hundreds of links, you get some social signals, you make the on-page optimization perfect, and you will rank. It's not that easy. Now what Google is looking at is these quality factors. These are the quality factors, that how much time a visitor spends on a site when he visits them through their Google search engine. Now what is the engagement rank? That how engaging is the content of your website. How much time a visitor is spending on your site is a proof that how engaging or how quality your website or content is. Now Google looks at how much time an average visitor spends on a site. The more the better. How engaging is the content on the site, which can keep the visitor busy. Even if a site gets to first page using other aggressive techniques, but if Google bots determine that visitor don't spend time on the site, they will just consider the site as low quality for that keyword and just move them out of page 1. Now again, even experienced SEOs are getting this one wrong. Even if they bring a site to the first page through great off-page stuff, they won't be able to keep them there like we can, since we know exactly what we do. Now imagine the amount of frustration you could have if you have spent hundreds and thousands of dollars in even the best SEOs and they get your site to number 1 page. But those SEOs might be very good at off-page optimization and normal on-page optimization, and suppose they are able to bring your website even in first page. Suppose the best SEOs you hire, they are able to bring it to first page. Even then, if they are not aware of those quality things, that is the quality signals that Google looks for, then Google will move you out of the first page ultimately after some days. So what's the use of all those SEOs? All those techniques, all those money spent just goes wasted. So number 3, now this is click-throughs and bounce rate. Google also looks at how many visitors to a site are actually clicking through to visit other pages on the site, and how many visitors leave the site from the pages it clicks through search results without going to other pages of the site. Suppose your site is ranking there in Google search engine. A visitor comes, they click on your web page, whichever web page is ranking. It might be your home page, it might be your inner page, or any other product or services page. Now if they leave your website just from that single page which is listed in search engine from where they came to your website, then that is known as a bounce. That is known as a bounce. The higher the bounce rate, the lesser is the quality you are giving, a quality signal you are giving to Google. Okay, so bounce rate must be low and click-throughs should be high. And what is click-throughs? As many pages as a visitor could click on your website. This is known as the click-throughs. The lower the bounce rate and higher click-through rate, the higher is the trust Google develops for those sites, and this trust is vital for ranking in top page. Now, user friendliness and site structure. Google loves websites that are user friendly and easy to navigate through with a proper laid out site architecture. Silo architecture needs a special mention here. Although not all sites, especially smaller ones with fewer pages, need a silo architecture, but it would be needed for bigger sites, and we have direct access to information and resources from one of the original SEO experts in the world today. Obviously, I won't name him because those are our secrets, but I can tell you we are connected to some of the top internet marketing guns and top SEOs in the world right now in our network, and that's why we can say with confidence what I'm saying right now. We can show examples of how we have been ranking for multiple keywords for very simple sites just using a powerful silo technique. Now, some of the best SEOs might be knowing about silo, but what we know is a technically correct silo that very few people are even aware of. That can mean a difference between a silo site ranking or not ranking. So we take care of all the points 1 to 4 mentioned just earlier in the earlier slides to make sure of best results. We can rank your multiple properties in Google. Now, here is a point we can beat down all of our competition. Now, what I mean here, most SEOs will just rank your web page. What we can do, we can rank your web pages, we can rank your YouTube videos, we can rank your press release listings, we can rank your Facebook pages, we can rank your LinkedIn pages, we can rank your other social accounts, we can rank you for multiple properties in the first page of Google. This is what we can do, which most SEOs can't. I hope this video will so now to conclude, I hope this video will help you learn a lot on how to go about doing the right SEO for your website. You can contact me at div2512, that is div2512 at gmail.com, or click on the contact us page on the website for my email. I hope you liked the video. Thank you.